In this video, we will discuss about this thrombopoiesis, thrombocytopenia, and cirrhosis. So, this thrombopoiesis is the normal process, whereas the disruption in this thrombopoiesis might lead to thrombocytopenia or cirrhosis. So, what is this thrombopoiesis? It's just the in normal terms, it's just the production of platelet cells and control or regulate that the platelet cells are uh, always available at a normal level within the body. So how this normal thrombopoiesis works is that in the liver there is a TPO production, and this some part of this TPO production will go to the megakaryotes, whereas part of the TPO will go into this platelet production, where it will bind to these CMPL receptors on the megakaryotes and also on the platelets. And when it binds to these platelets, it will lead to the internalization and TPO degradation. This TPO degradation will then lead to this low platelets formation, because it will degrade the platelets. It will lead to the internalization. Whereas this when the TPO that are interacted with the megakaryotes, CMP receptors on megakaryotes will lead to the platelet productions and also this TPO degradation. So when this TPO are produced in a higher amount, then the platelets will go down, and when the TPO production is low amount, the degradation of the these platelets will decrease. That's how the thrombopoiesis works, and it helps in maintaining the uh, required amount of platelets within the body. Now let us understand this thrombocytopenia. So in this thrombocytopenia, what will happen is this liver will produce TPO. However, the binding with these platelets got reduced. The TPO binding to these platelets will go down compared to the normal thrombopoiesis, and whereas the interaction with these megakaryotes will increased, and because of this unbalance, what will happen is that there is an increased platelet production, and since the internalization of the platelets will go down, as the TPO's interaction with these platelets is not normal or is not proper. So decreased internalization leads to decreased internalization and decreased TPO production, and this TPO production will degradation of this TPO will decrease, and because of this it will lead to increased TPO level, and overall impact of these conditions will lead to the increased platelet production. And this increased platelet production is the term that is called as thrombocytopenia. Now let us understand this cirrhosis. So in this cirrhosis, what happens is that the liver is not able to produce TPO. So this could be the chronic condition. So in this case, it will lead to this splenomegaly, and this splenomegaly will lead to this splenic sequestration, and this will also impact this platelet production. So how it will impact the platelet production, we will understand through this pathway. So this reduced TPO production because of this cirrhosis condition, it will lead to the decreased CMP binding interaction, and also the interaction with these platelets will also be decreased because the amount of TPO produced are low. And since the interaction with this megakaryote is low, it will lead to the low platelet production, and this low platelet production will cause this thrombocytopenia, like this condition. And however, the reason for this thrombocytopenia is not because these TPOs are interacting with TPOs interaction with platelet is low. The main reason for this cirrhosis condition that leads to this thrombocytopenia is because of the low production of the TPO that leads to the low platelet production, and also in between, what will happen is that since it's interacting, there are platelets productions are low, so this decreased TPO level, the TPO levels interaction with these platelets will also be go down. So because of this, there is a reverse impact that will occur, and that will lead to this increased TPO production. So this decrease not increased TPO production, what will happen, since the platelet produced here are low, so in this case the platelet produced here are low, and because of this what will happens, the TPO levels will have to interact with the less amount of platelets, and because of that the internalization of the platelets will rate of internalization of platelets will be high compared to the normal thrombopoiesis case, and this will lead to the further decrease in the TPO level. So there are two ways by which TPO levels are decreased. First is because of cirrhosis, that and this could be because of the chronic condition that will lead to decreased TPO level, and the second condition is because of the decreased low amount of the platelets, and that is indirectly related to this reduced TPO level. So this is how they, in the case of cirrhosis also, this thrombocytopenia occurs. However, the reason for thrombocytopenia is decreased TPO production by the liver, whereas in the case of thrombocytopenia only the decreased whereas in the case of classic thrombocytopenia, the decreased interaction of the TPO with the platelets will is the main cause. So if you need to understand more about this thrombopoiesis, thrombocytopenia and cirrhosis in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.